Get all my wonderful stuff set up for you guys. Everything is going on here. Get everything refreshed. I'm looking at one of my shorts down here, and the Thursday Hurricane Ian, it's basically a picture of my porta potty. I guess I need to learn how to do thumbnails on shorts, don't I? Wow, it's a picture of my porta potty. Oh, that's not good. Jay and Darcy's, what's up, guys? There we go. Good evening, Brian Young. Here we go. Here's everybody's stuff right here. This frame right here. All right. That good old delay. I don't know what I can do about that, guys, but Leodone Escalers, buddy, it's on. 7 p.m. Oh man, you guys are actually like, you guys can comment before it starts. Man, that's pretty cool. Hello, what's up? Shorts, did you see the one I tagged you in? I think I may have seen one somewhere. I'm not sure. On Endo's RC. Telling, what's up? Brian Young, JD's RC, what's up? Asian, what's up, buddy? All right, let me get everybody up here. My FedEx has been delayed till Friday. Go figure, huh? Scott, what's up? Michigan Dirt, Octavio. Octavio. Major Roads. Yeah, buddy. Thursday, Thanksgiving. I want to wish you all a Thanksgiving a little bit early here. Go and get you guys all set up for that. Hopefully everybody has a great time with their family. I will have a video to upload or set to go live, but I'll be well, probably in the morning. I'll probably be recording. Then I'll go eat. Let me see. Oh yeah, that big. I got that taken care of. I got to. I know you guys saw the crash on that. This is the axle shaft out of it. This is a stock axle shaft, by the way. And I know you're not going to be able to see this. Maybe I can get it on my forehead. Let me see if I can get that. No, I'm not going to be able to show it to you. I got to get that. It's not coming out either. But anyway, what I'm trying to show you guys is the pin. Maybe I can put it up my nose. Anyway, the pin's starting to come out of the U-joint as well. So I got it repaired. I put another stock housing on it, and I put the Vidavon axle shafts in it and the Vidavon steering knuckles because they don't want to come out of these stock knuckles. So I had those in stock, so I went ahead and took care of that. Addicted, what's up, man? Riley K. Just gone midnight here in Durham, UK. Dang, buddy. Staying up late. Wicked RC. How's the high-low build going on? Oh, that's a good question. I can show you guys some progress on that. That's going to be my competition vehicle that I run at the Winter Series next time. So let me go and show you guys where I'm at with that. Let me see here. Tony, what's up, buddy? Jason, what's up? Discovery RC, Cheeseburger. LCG modded Ridge Rock. Double A Day, Happy Thanksgiving. Dan, Endos. Jason, yes sir, buddy. Brian Young, two-wheel steer Capra. Okay. If you're going to buy a two-wheel steer Capra, hang on for a little bit. I'm not allowed to say, but there's a good sale, and I may have to jump on that one myself since I don't have a Capra in stock, but I can't say anything more than that. I don't want to be a leaker. But anyway, this is where I'm at with the high-low right now. Right now I've got the J Concepts holds on here. J Concepts wheels, all that. I've got the DravTech shocks on the back. You can see how far up it compresses. I've got that set up to compress way up into there. The front is the 10.3 Vidavon front. It's a red one. It was a returned axle, and it came to me, so I'm like, okay, I'll put it to use. This has the underdrive gears by Vanquish in it, or Incision, and this has the overdrive ring and pinion in it. I've got the 2-load transmission in it. It is turned around backwards, so it is overdriving the back, not the front. And although I haven't actually done a test on it as far as overall rotation and all that, it looks like about maybe 25 to 30% on the overdrive of this. So if I need a little bit more overdrive, I can just put the regular ring and pinion back in the back, and that'll help me out there. You notice the TRX axle, it does have the cable. So the way this is going to be set up, I've got some special mounts made by DSM Off-Road. He hooked me up. The rear is going to be selectable. I'm going to be able to run an open diff like this or lock it. And depending on how much overdrive I got, this could be interesting. I'm not sure whether it's going to, drag a tire backwards or what just yet, but it's definitely going to be different. Now, the front drive shaft, since I'm missing a lot of comments, I'll get back to you guys. The front drive shaft, as you guys can see right here, this is a Vidavon drive shaft. If I can get it in here, it's hard to get in here, but there is a Vidavon drive shaft. This is one of the parts out of the TRX6, and it's an awesome drive shaft, man. Awesome. The slip spline is all the way through, phenomenal. Notice my driveline angles. The front is straight, the rear is straight. I mean, they're like pretty darn straight, So I'm really happy with how that worked out. So this is turning out to be a nice little vehicle right here. But anyways, we're going to go set that to the side. If I can catch up on you guys' comments. You guys are rocking it, man. All right, already rocking it. I've also got some green stuff to show you. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I've started my Creighton 12S full Vidavon project. That's going to be one heck of a green machine. Let me tell you, I've got parts and pieces out right here. This castle system is not going back in it. I'm ordering a Beast 1000 tonight. Here is the Vidavon chassis for it. You can see it puts the batteries to the side, kind of like the DBXLE layout. So, got that. I've got the transmission case ordered for it, so we should be all set for everything. The problem is I'm going to have some parts that are red, like the shocks. I need to get those re-anodized by somebody, so I'm going to look around local for that. See if there's anybody local. If I have to ship them off, I'll ship them off. Or I'll buy the brand new bodies and have those sent to somebody, get them re-anodized where they're a nice lime, like a Gravedigger green. All right, let's see here. Wild Alaska, what's up? I'm still at work, but watching low-key. Okay, Mr. Tyler Lang, keep that phone down. Brian Young, Harley already did. Brian Young, I missed what Harley already did. Dude, I'm going to get the 2-wheel steer capper. Oh, Harley already did spread it out? Okay. I won't say anything unless I'm told to. But, oh well. All right, it's a cool deal. For better clarity, I modded mine with the lead wheel weights for LCG. Yeah, it works. Interesting. Are there any events that allow the ruptures? Ruptures will be allowed in, kind of like probably some small stuff that are run by guys that aren't really following Sorka. But that's kind of that's a good question. I mean, we don't even allow ruptures. The leaker was funny. Happy Thanksgiving. Yep. Q Master. Oh, is that you, William? Evening chainsaw, buddy. Kevin Stanley, USTE 2023. Yeah, buddy. I want to just somehow buy like 8 bays at the USTE and just bring everything. I could have a walkthrough museum, okay? It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to invest in a building outside as well. I've got RCs everywhere. I've got an RC plane that I haven't flown in over a year, literally in my bathroom. But we won't go there. Speed moon buggy full steer. That's what you use. That's the way. RC Speedy moon buggy, but I want moon buggy. So you're talking, you know, tight axles. I would look at some 10-2 axles. I think that would be the way to go on that. Michael King, what's up, buddy? Yes, sir. Endo's Endura. What I've had with the Endura is like the housings and stuff are okay, but the internals are like made of lead, and they just don't hold up. But it's been a while since I've messed with Endura parts like that. I've got some wheels and the chassis, the Power Hobby chassis and all. That's a Power Hobby / Endura chassis you can get on Amazon. So I guess I have messed with some of it, but it's okay. Sammy is not inside right now. Run That Dog. Exo has the best RC channel on YouTube, #1. Thank you, Run That Dog. Appreciate that. Got a shredder on the way. I can complete trailer video of the shredder water skipping. The shredder is pretty neat. Some of the internals kind of have a hard time keeping up when you put big power to it, though. I think with stock power, it's geared really modestly. I think you'll be okay. Just watch the landings. Don't land under throttle. Gus's Custom Creations. What's up? B. Flinch. Good evening. Where do you normally vent your crawler tires? I typically vent my crawler tires on the inside sidewall. These are probably vented right here. Yep. You can see that little hole right there. See that? That's typically where I vent them. If I do happen to get into water, I can take it off and just set it on something like this and give it a few squeezes and get the water out. But water like this, it doesn't go in because there's no holes in the tread. Jim Harwood, what's up? Jay and Darcy, okay. Major roads in the bathroom. What? Yes, there is a plane. It is called a crack yak plane. It's a 3D plane. It's actually pretty darn awesome to fly. It's just I haven't had time to fly. I've got to quit my job. Oh my God. Speaking of that, how far are we into this? We're only about 12 minutes into it. I'll probably wait till we're about half an hour or so to fill you guys in on something. So guys, just hang on for a little bit. What's going on? Tim Clark, hey buddy. Joy Wood, hey, we were just talking about USTE. Joy, I need like 8 bays so I can rent a trailer and bring everything so I can have a walk-through museum. Can you guys do that right on the strip? That would be awesome. I know you guys don't have room for that. I can't imagine the work that goes on behind the scenes. Can't imagine. I'm comparing Trill and Vedavon, doing similar bashing with them. Endo's, the issue with that is he has a skate park. I don't have a skate park, and there's no way we're going to land the same. In all honesty, Trill and Vedavon are both top of the line parts. So you can't really go wrong with either one. Get what you like. The colors, the design, price, stuff like that. So get what you desire. You can't go wrong with either one, buddy. Tim, that's what he was talking about, the Red Cat Shredder. The Driveline is the only issue that I could see with that one, mainly. I've never had one, but the Driveline seems to be an issue from what I've seen. My opinion of the 10... hold on. Opinion of the 10-2 Builder's Kit versus Element Kit 2. Heck, man, I'd probably go with the Element just because the transmission is so much nicer and you can put the overdrive in there. I'd probably go with the Element over the 10-2. And I've got 3 10-2 kits that I've built now. Good evening, Nick Daniels, AA Day, we're going. ESC motor swap from an MOA. ESC receiver swap for MOA. Don't want to go do ESC. Heck, if you want dig front and back, man, you're probably gonna have to go dual ESC with a set of 1080s. I think that's what I've got in my little Red Cat, Ridge Rock. You liking that new SCX 6 cage? I am. Michael King, I am. Planes are cool, but can they land? Oh, Mr. Tyler Lang, they can land all right. They absolutely will land. Yep, whether you like it or not. That's the boss. Yeah. Big news. I'm addicted to RC. It should be pretty darn good. Working on it right now. I've got a ton of stuff to get done. What's your big truck and a little car last UST? Yeah, Kevin, it fit. It fit. So I wasn't able to bring home some of the tables. Oh, Joy, I need to get with you. Send me an email or I'll send you an email. I want to rent a couple tables this year at USTE. This way I can save the room in my vehicle for tables. So, I mean, if I had to take my tables, I'll send them with Jim and I'll pick them up at the USTE at the Winter Series right afterwards. So, but anyway, I'm interested in renting a couple tables this time. What's up, Exo? Hey, Grizzly. Bust Nut, you are here. Find its way into the bathroom, Joe. I just had to put it in there. I had no place else to put it. Will we see any new Raminator videos? Actually, I haven't done a Raminator video since I did the 4-wheel steering, so it's possible. Now, I've got a video in my editor, and I need to get all the sponsors put in down below. Sean Larman's No Man Left Behind event. We do that at the Barbarian Scaleplex in Lake City, Florida. I had planned on having a tug-of-war with the Raminator versus every scale truck there. Just see how many it took, but we just ran out of time during the day. But that was part of the game plan, to see how many would it take to drag the Raminator. Did not have a chance to get to do any of that. Yeah, Jim, sometimes it's a pain. Great. Hey, Schaefer, I'm asked this question a lot, buddy. What's my number one vehicle? It's whatever I happen to be driving at the time. I think I'm up to 84 or 85. And I've been asked a few times about the Arma 4S trucks. So I do have one of those on the way. I ordered that through AMain. So that'll be here hopefully this weekend, so I can get some drives in on that. So well, I have to try that out. I don't have any 4S trucks, even though I run my truckies on 4S. I needed that particular vehicle. So anyway, yep, addicted. I did that one. Checking your contacts on the outside unit. Try checking your contacts on the outside unit. Uh-oh. I have no idea what's going on there. 100 mile per hour TRX for my Brett Norris. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm really looking forward to that. Y'all want me to get mine? I haven't done anything to it yet, but I can show you guys. But I'm expecting the Driveline to come out of this thing and to be built some phenomenal little bouncers and monster trucks and stuff like that. The way they're set up, I think there's going to be phenomenal, some insane builds off of this truck, guys. I really do. And I don't know if, okay, I mean, Asian, if I had to bring tables, that's fine, because when I pack, I'm nice and neat. Coming back, things don't work out like that. But I can send them with Jim, and then Jim can bring them, or I'll pick them up at our Winter Series finale, which is the very next weekend, so I can grab them from him if I need to. It's no big deal. Yeah, speaking about the balancer chassis, if I can get a set of somethings made like what I'm after, I'm going to send those to Travis Vance, Addictive RC, the guy that built this big, beautiful beast right here. Oh, I'm glad I'm wearing shorts. Oh, man. And I'm going to have something insane built. This thing, it is awesome. So, and I haven't put the Vitavon axles on this yet because I've got something wicked coming for it. And when it does, You guys will see it. Yeah, and then I've got something even more awesome coming to it. So, but anyway, that's all in time. Takes time, guys. Low on Freon. I don't know what Bustnut is asking about. I've been on HA 25 years. Okay, apparently he's having an air conditioner problem. SCX Builders Kits or LCD. Honestly, I have no idea what they've got coming out for the SCX6. I did ask a guy that has insider knowledge, even though he won't tell me anything. I asked him, since I no longer have an SCX6 truck, I was looking at the Honcho, getting that and then try to use what I've got left over on my chassis onto that. And I asked him, I'm like, okay, should I wait? Should I wait for something else to come or just go ahead and grab the Honcho? And he said, just get the Honcho. So that tells me right there, there's nothing really on the way for the SCX6 in the immediate future. All right, all right, a thumbs up. Yep. All right, any word on 6-scale Capra? Nothing. I really don't think we're going to have a 6-scale Capra. I have not taken Thor out in a while. It's sitting in there, sitting on the stands. Morton Ace, what's up, buddy? What was your biggest non-RC Florida man moment? I don't know that I've got any of those. I'm sure I did when I was younger, and I did some stupid things. But the most recent thing I saw was on TikTok. There was like in an airboat, and this had to be set up. They're coming out, and there's this Florida man in the Everglades in like just his like shorts, his undershorts, you know, eating cheesecake in like knee-deep water in the Everglades, in the swamp. That had to be set up. You can't sneak up on somebody in an airboat. But anyway, at night. Jamie Murrow, I need better flex and steering on the SX24 Bronco. Oh boy, those things don't flex very well. Soft springs, man. As soft as you can. Maybe take them off and just let it run droop. Joe, get the Honcho. There he is, Reese, right there. Get the Honcho. Man, it's on my list. It's on my list. Get the Honcho. If I get the Honcho, I got to see what I can put in it from what I've got on mine. And if I do get a Honcho, it's not going to be another 3,000 plus fully Vitavoned out vehicle, okay? I want to keep it nice, stock, and clean, okay? Yeah. Nice, stock, and clean. Okay, now my FedEx has been rescheduled again to Wednesday. All right. What's the oldest set of tires I have? Heck, I don't know. There's some of them in there somewhere. I have no idea. Track says 2090 servo. If you get it from a cheap price from, I don't know that I've got a 2090 servo. Rally Kite. They are printed out of just PLA. There were some files I found on Thingiverse a while back, and I print them, and now I can't find the files on Thingiverse, so I can't even share the files. RBX24. Man, speaking of the RBX24, have you guys seen the Furatech stuff? He's like got his own little 24 Rift set up and all that, little monster truck, really coming out with some awesome stuff. RCDC, dude, you're awesome. Thank you. Kentucky Rebel. Molds RC. What upgrades are you getting for the TRX 4M? I think the first mods that I'm going to do to that, and I believe I'm probably going to go with like a Furatech system in that, because I've already seen some on that, and he makes some really good stuff. But I've got some stuff ordered from Holmes. I'm going to go and start messing around with that Capra first. And should be pretty cool. Should be able to get some gearing or at least some control in that Capra. So we'll have to see how it all works out. Well, I'm gonna look at it, Gus. I mean, if it needs something, I'll put a part on it. You know, if it needs something. Cheapers from erectable. She have this truck built in bad condition. I was selling it for 95 Camaro. Mini capper size Rift would be sweet. Yeah, a set of straight axles at that size would be pretty darn awesome. The Class 1 guys will be all over those. Chris, what's up? Okay, I don't know much about the 2090 servo, buddy. Is that what's on the TRX 4M? Does Three Brothers RC make 2.2 anti-foams? Michael King. That's a good question. He has them. He has the design, but he's never put anything out. So when you see me with a 2.2 anti-foam style insert, it's from Squid Inserts. That's where I get my 2.2 stuff on. And which actually, there is a video using that capper right up there tomorrow that I've got a little bit stiffer insert in there. And I'm doing the compression test and all that. The 2090 servos in the Max. Okay, I thought that was the same as the X-Max one. Capra, 299 hertz after spending 450. Yeah. It's on the V1 Max. Okay. Any upcoming vehicles for the Exoplex? Cheeseburger. Vehicles for the Exoplex. Yes, I've got something on the way. Hopefully it'll be here maybe Friday. And this I special ordered with no radio, no motors, no ESCs. But when I get it, I'm going to set this thing up with 4 Fusion 2300s. So it should be pretty neat when I get this thing going. So it's got 4 Fusion 2300. I've already got the motors in the bin. So I'm just waiting for this truck thing to get here. And we got to keep that one on the download. Now that I just told the world. Hold up. There's only 71 of you guys on here. Yeah, we're good. And we're almost 30 minutes into it. Most people watching this after the fact aren't going to make it this far anyway. They won't listen to me unless they're like driving to work or something, got a 2-hour drive commute. Then I've been told that they'll put me on and just listen to me while they go to sleep behind the wheel. But if you're driving and listen to this, stay awake. Put on something good. All right. Max 6 in the XRT. Oh, man. I'm glad you mentioned XRT. I've got something I need to show you guys. I'm glad you mentioned that. I've got Creighton 8S parts sitting over here. Oh, man, I've got to find it. What did I do with it? Hold up. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Well, I don't know where it is, but it's around here somewhere. When I find it, I will let you guys see it. But anyway, it's a motor mount, and it's a different style motor mount. Dang it, I wish I had that thing handy. Anyway, I'm going to put something in the XRT. It's not going to be a 1650. It's not going to be a big motor. I'm going a whole different route with that. Man, where is that piece at? It's a really nice motor mount for the XRT. Low profile. It'll fit. Man, that's a bummer. I've got it. Anyway, I'll find it and I'll make a video on it. But okay, now I really want to find this darn thing. I got too much stuff around here, guys. It's not even funny. But anyway, Hayes, it's not going to get a Max 6. It's going to get a Castle ESC. That I can tell you. Maybe a Poseidon 1500. That's kind of what I'm thinking in it. Do you think the Max 10 could work in something like a Rift to crawl and bounce endos? That's a good question, because I have the 3300 kV, the 540 version. I haven't got to it yet, but hopefully I can get to it because I've got some time off this weekend, like a long holiday weekend. the goal, okay, I'm going to get back up here, is to put the 3300 into a vehicle you guys haven't seen in quite a while. This, the Capra Bouncer. Yeah, metal Wraith axle housings, which aren't very good. But this right here currently got a Rock 412 in it with a Castle Mamba X. So that'll all come out. And look at that. Raw 500. But anyway, yeah, this is what's going to get that set up right here. So hopefully it'll run. So to answer your question about the crawler, we're going to find out with this right here. You notice this actually has the Ridge Rock tires on it. And for my terrain, those tires hook up great, especially in the dirt and stuff like that. Really good tire. Lightweight, so that's a good thing. We'll let that sit over there. Usually when I get done with this, I got like 4 or 5 vehicles on the ground I got to pick up. Or the floor. All right, have you streaming on my TV while I'm at work on my USTE truck? Oh boy. Taco Bell and the Lazy Boy. Nice. Okay, yeah. Oh, man, I must be on your big screen, aren't I? IAQ. Me and him race a lot on the track. He got himself one of these right here. And I just ordered the spiky tires off of eBay for this, too. So we'll see if they actually hook up a little better. Little mini E-Revo sand paddles right there. Nice. I've got the Holmes 12 turn ordered for this. I want to try. And the Retro Sport 15 turn 540. So I'm going to be testing out some motors in this as well. We are going to keep that as a 2S class. Try to keep it as dirt cheap as possible. Got to be brushed. We're trying to make something as dirt cheap and fun as possible. And me and David, man, we just run laps on them things. We have such a blast with them. They're lightweight. They don't tear anything up. Really nice little vehicles. All right. What's your all-time favorite vehicle in this room? My all-time favorite vehicle in this room right here. Oh, boy. I probably have to go with X-Max. So, probably have to go with the X-Max on that one. Michael King, Castle's awesome, but man, you can't really run them in crawlers and video. They're so loud, that hum and everything. Jeremy Watkins, what's up, buddy? He's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's Exocaged. Barbarian. What's up, Barbarian? We were talking about the event out at your place, the No Man Left Behind and all that. So, yeah, he owns Barbarian Scaleplex, Lake City, Florida. I like to do something on my Capra. Rolling. Rift. Be similar performance. Beautiful. Epic. Michael King. Crow Below Studios. The Bandit is a great starter. Man, the Bandit's been a lot of fun. And I'm looking at two-wheel drive short course trucks now. Why, I don't know. I was looking at the Traxxas, and it's just, I don't want the Traxxas. But Losi has a cheap brushed 22 SCT. So that's something I'm considering. And it's about, what, 220 bucks or so. So that's not a bad one. Will the Capra axles take a high-speed setup? Yeah, they will take a high-speed setup. You just got to be careful when you take the hits. The C-hub areas can break off of them. I've broken quite a few of them. Kurt's RC, what's up? The Rift Holmes 2400 Polar Pro. Yep. Fantastic. Rift speed and balancing. Cool. Is there an RC car that sings a song only you can hear? Yeah, they all do. And most of it went through PayPal. Do you have any Element RC crawlers, Michael King? Yes. My Ecto is currently shipped off right now, working on a carbon chassis design specifically for a bolt-on Ecto suspension, trailing arm, everything. So we're working on getting that set up, and that will be a we've already got the name for the chassis and everything, and that will be sold by them and by me. So pick up a few of them, keep them in stock. It should be, when we get done, direct bolt in. It might require servo on axle though. For budget racing, Red Cat Piranha Truggy. I have never messed with a Red Cat Piranha. Try ExoLive. I'm on the fence whether I want to convert it to a drag car or not. Ashley Connolly, what's up? All right, so we're about 34 minutes into it. What I'm working on behind the scenes, and hopefully it'll work out well. It's going to add quite a bit more work. Basically, I'll be going to work, coming home, trying to record at least 1 or 2 videos every night, and then setting up shipping, because I'm going to have ExocagedRC.com up and running. The schedule for that, hopefully we finish everything by January 1st. But what I'm going to be doing is I'll be selling Vidavon products, homes, reefs, possibly a few other different brands on there as well. And also, I'm always building stuff, so I'm always taking parts off. Radios, ESCs, servos, stuff like that. When I upgrade from one part to the other, if the old part is good and worth more than the cost of shipping, then I'm going to put that on there so we can try to sell it off. Like the transmitters, receivers, stuff like that, the ESCs. And, you know, they'll be priced very reasonably. So that'll be in a whole separate section on the website. So when I get all that stuff done, you guys will have to keep a check on the website, because when I put these up, they're probably going to be cheap enough that they'll probably be gone quick. But that should be coming up in January. I've got a ton of parts and products to get listed on the website. So yeah, that's kind of my big news for this one right here, is that there will be at ExoCageRC.com. I've already got the domain name and all that. But anyway, guys, just wanted to mention that one to you guys. So, yeah, Barbarian's got your, all right, cool. We got the ESC going in there. What is Bandit class? So much for stock Bandit class. Apparently, my buddies are watching. It's not going to be a stock Bandit class. It'll be a budget Bandit class. Apparently, my buddies are watching this thing, and they're messaging me about it. But anyways, yeah, Pirella is going to be a budget class. Are the Vidavon drive shafts worth the money? I haven't broken them at all, on anything. Can you wear them out? Absolutely. It's metal on metal. Just like the just like rod ends and all that, you know? I mean, you put this on your vehicle and you drive it every single day, you're going to wear that out? Yeah, you will, just like anything. But you're not going to break it from a hit. You'll break something else. That's where the parts really come in. I took the system out of my Kaiju and put it in my Rift kit. Okay. Besides, I wish I lived in Florida. People make fun of Florida, but I think everyone is just jealous. Man, Brett, I'm going to tell you. Winter, let's see, fall, winter, spring, early summer is beautiful down here. Pure summer, when summer really rolls in, and it's like it in most places, summer just is horrible. The heat, humidity, bugs, we get lots of bugs. I've got probably a couple hundred lizards back there. They're probably about to go hibernate. It's been nice and cool the last few days. Can use a Rustler two-wheel drop. Yeah, little Rustler would be fine. The New Homes Puller Pro 540L21 here with copperhead rifts. That should be about the same exact combo, except I've got a Mamba X in my Rift. So that I mean, I'm pretty sure I got the 540L 2100 kV in mine. So, do I have any other affordable? Pretty much all the systems that I'll be posting on the website will be just the takeout stuff. So I mean, they will be affordable. They will not be retail price, and that's because they're technically used. It may be 1 or 2 runs, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know, but they won't be used much. That I can guarantee you. No repeating anything Mark said. Barbarian. Yeah, he's over here messaging me. I'm surprised he hasn't commented here. I gotta get going until Sammy. Oh man, Chris was over here and Sam goes walking by. He goes, "Oh my God, that's a big cat." He was just going crazy. "That's a big cat." And I'm like, yeah. He eats well. If he can see the bottom of his food dish, he comes and gets me. What's a good size pinion for the SCX6 using the Castle 1650? Start with the stock. In my opinion, the stock will actually be pretty good. The low gear is really low, and the high gear is actually moving pretty good. In my setup right now, I've got the 1900 kV Holmes, and I only run on 4S. I haven't put it on 6S yet, but it's got the stock 17 tooth pinion gear in it, and it's perfect. So start with the stock pinion gear on that one. I would have to assume the little Tugger 20 turn would work. I don't have that truck, so I've never tried that one. Dan, I used to do a lot of ATVs and then real trucks and stuff like that. Matt Langford, right there, 22 SET, 199 bucks on A-Main. That's where I was looking at it. And I've got a nice little set of paddles and ribs for that style truck. But I don't want the slash. But that is definitely on my radar. Yeah, the aluminum hubs and all that, they will wear out, but you're not going to break them and snap them usually like what you would plastic if you take a hit or something, you know? That's not going to happen. So it's stronger, but they'll still wear out. Amazon chassis builds you've been doing. I bought one because of your video. Nice. Or the budget Amazon chassis. Well, that's Superlight SV1 is on the $16 carbon chassis for the SCX-10.2. Superlight SV2 is also on the same like $16 chassis. Sometimes they're like $12.50 and sometimes they're $19, but they kind of vary in there. So both of those are on those chassis, and they're both fairly budget trucks in all honesty. But the Endura chassis was for 60 bucks. Got the motor forward. Let me see. Let me see here. Man, my phone is going nuts. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Well, actually, yeah, here's a Superlight SV1 right here. You can see this particular one has got the $16 chassis from Amazon. You just bolt it all right together. This actually has a Furtec system in it. 35 kg HK Hobby servo on that one. And man, this is an old truck. When I get my new Power Hobby truck done, I gotta put them head to head, you know. I believe, I'm not sure if this is done. That's not it right there. Oh, no. I'm not sure where that truck is. It's around here somewhere. Oh, duh. It's right up here looking at me. So this is that Endura Power Hobby chassis that he was talking about right here. And you can see that it comes with the links, everything for 60 bucks. And you can't beat it. And I actually won a competition with it this weekend. Haha. So high clearance links, which allows you to hit the drive shaft nice and well down there. But I used a 10-2 kit. And I've got the Trill overdrive gears to go in the front. I've got the Incision underdrive gears to go in the back. And I meant to do that one, but I tore the back end apart and realized, oh yeah, this builder kit has the one-piece rear ring gear and locker in it. So I had to order more spools. But excuse me. But anyway, that will be the next set of mods for this. Once I get that done, then I'm going to put this head-to-head against Superlight SV1. And we'll see how it... Wow. And then we'll see how it works. I had to do a stupid cut on the body. Oh, look, an old award. I had to do a stupid cut on it. That's glued in under the hood to kind of make it a little bit rigid because I had to cut it so bad. And that was there because steering. I mean, I had to do a crazy amount of cut. I may have to do a similar cut with the high-low because of the way it's set up. But anyway, that is my cheap Power Hobby chassis. And what makes it so nice is it comes with the links. Even though you got to redo the top links. I did not like the stock top links. That old S thing that goes on the outside of it. Not a fan of that at all. Michael King, do I have any RC four-wheel drive crawlers? I do not. I have their carbon assault monster truck. I have that. I know you're doing big things. Thanks, Eric. Thanks. Putting together a custom SCX 6 build, planning on 4S or 6S. There you go, man. For more speed, what motor would you use for the UDR? Well, the stock 2200 is pretty fast. You could just gear it up. I've got a TP Power 2200 in mind, but just gear it up. RC400 going on sale for $69. Man, RC four-wheel drive is known as RC three-wheel drive too. So they don't have the best reputation for being reliable or very durable. They're usually really nice scale though. But if I make an XRT motor mount yet. Austin, he has the XRT, so we can expect a motor mount quick. I've got a motor mount here, and I can't find the darn thing. It's a nice bolt together motor mount, and it's got bolts on the side of it, and an adjuster screw up top to adjust your mesh. Really nice setup. I just can't find it right now. I want some cool stuff for the TRX-4M. Oh man, B Flinch, I guarantee you the entire world has got that thing tore apart. And they're doing all their 3D scanners and coming up with everything for it. You know that. That truck is going to be off the chain. There'll be so many things you could do with that. Probably outcrawls Axial. Wax out the Bandit on upgrades. No, I'm not going to upgrade the Bandit too much. I'll put a motor in it though. I do want to test a motor, but they're budget motors now. They're not. I'm not going to go crazy with it. It's basically where it's going to be versus a motor. When the stock servo dies, I'll just put something cheap in it. Nothing major. I'm not putting anything expensive in it. Just leave it nice, simple, cheap, lightweight. Oh my God, you heard that, didn't you, 98 Jeep? Oh, that was a flub. What do you think the Surpass Hobby Outrunners? Surpass has some good motors. I actually messed with some of their 550 internal, their in-runner style brush motors, and it was good. It was good. I think I've got their Outrunner. I think I've got one over there in the bin, but I haven't put it in anything. I've had it for like 6 months. Where do you have to go? Thank you, buddy. Lewis Flicks, X-Max or XRT? It's simple. If you want to bash, jump hills, and cartwheel and have a good time, go with the X-Max. If you want something a little more racer that'll out-handle the X-Max by a lot, go with the XRT. Am I ready for that turkey, V&B? I'm looking like a turkey. I need to stop eating pizzas. Ghost Red, I have the same Enduro chassis, But the Furatech, I run 2500 on 3S axial base. What would be a good gear ratio? I'm not sure what gearing I've got in mind, but heck, I have no idea. I'd start with the stock pinion, buddy, and just see where that goes. You're probably going to be down around a 10 tooth, though. Are you liking the tracks that's here from? Yeah, I have. I've got to get some more control. I've seen some videos about the low gear, and it'll make it crawl so much better, but man, you lose so much speed. At least from what I've seen. I haven't got them yet, but I kind of want to keep the speed but have the low, so I'm thinking it's going to have some kind of outrunner brushless system in it. And I've seen Furatech has already got stuff set up for it, so I may go with that. Make an XRT Max size. That would be called the Traxxas Max, buddy. I mean, unless you start, well, max size, you could look at the Sledge. That would be about the same size as the Max. Should add a mud bog to the Exoplex. It only gets muddy when it rains, buddy. I don't want to mess with the mud. It's too much. Creighton 8S tires, copperhead on DBXLE. What you think? Creighton 8S tires, copperhead on DBX. Might be a little bit too much weight for them, but it'll be there. VMB, have I added any upgrades in that UTB18? I have not yet. Soon. It's coming. It's coming. Believe me. I've got some upgrades on the way. Actually, really nice ones. I have the 2200 kV. I believe it's the CM series motor in my UDR, and it's 4.2 inches long. The thing is, if the rear end flexes just right, the drive shaft will actually hit the end of the motor because it kind of sticks out from the skid underneath it. I can never stand getting the Fusion Pro motor. The Fusion Pros are nice, Michael. What's the plans on it? The plans are to make the thing crawl correctly. You know, it's got the exact same issue as what the full size one or the 1/10 size one has. The suspension unloads real bad. It gets out of balance quick. So you've got to pull that suspension down either with DSM bungees or the shock bands or something like that to hold that suspension down. Once you hold the suspension down, the truck will drive so much better. I like the Lizard 10 ESCs. Now, what I like about the Lizard 10s is it's beefy and it has a heat sink on it. Now, the Crawlmaster Mini V2s, I believe, are a little bit smoother, especially in the transition from startup to drive. But if you're really going to put the power down, all you have is a board. So cooling could be a major issue, as where the Furatech, I think, can handle more amps for longer, if that makes any sense. Got more beef to it, more size, more heat soak, heat sink ability to it. I'm hoping to get a motor swap and ESC swap done hopefully tomorrow, but tomorrow I get home, I've got to do timing loop, I got to build a deck, I've got to try to get a video done, I've got to do something with the LMT. Speaking of that, Vidavon's got a link set right here for the LMT mega trucks. So these will stretch that wheelbase out about 2.5 inches or so. So I'm going to do this to my Mega Rift truck. So get these put on there. You're also going to have the drive shaft tubes, the longer Mega style drive shaft tubes, which I've got those. So hopefully I can get those taken care of before too long. Get that wheelbase stretched out. And it's servo on axle, so it's not going to affect anything. I have to adjust some wires, but that will be about it. He means low center of gravity tent scale X Max chassis. Well, I mean, I guess they could do a LCG Max. I mean, I don't know that there's enough demand for it though, but then again, I would expect a LCG X Max, as in having the big body on it before that, just because with the big body X Max, at that point there's no motor limit. You're not going to have to cut into the body. I mean, people are getting the motors in here, but they're still really limited to how much gearing they can put on it because you can't raise the motors up to get the big pinion gears and stuff. So it'll be interesting how that truck builds and plays out. VMB 152M. I like the TRX4M. I'm interested to see where it goes to. Brand new and the world is all over it. What's up, Marcus Landry? Austin, how's the DBXLE? DBXLE, you can see one of the tires right there. It is still sitting there. I have not driven it since I put those tires on and drove that one video. I should be ashamed of myself, but I have not driven it since then. There's nothing broke on it. It's ready to go. I just have not driven it. There you go. TP 4070 CM 2200 6 to 8S. That is it. And there's an old video where I had this motor in the UDR on the UDR sand pedals, and I was water skipping it. And I actually did a wheelie on the water with the UDR. I also sunk it a few times. I've been through about 3 sets of bearings on that thing. So, yeah, it's one of those things. You got to maintain your motors. If you don't change those motor bearings out, you're going to waste, that motor is about, what, $200 now? So, yeah, waste a $200 motor for a $2 set of bearings. No, I got bearings in stock. I go through them things quite a bit, and I don't do the mud, usually. What is that big green thing on the shelf? That is my brand new Creighton 8S body for my new green Creighton 12S build. I bought a brand new body for it. Just, there's the chassis brakes right here. I've got bulkheads, the new chassis right here. And I did the silver because if you land and you take some of the anodization off, it's still going to look just fine. So yeah, 7075, just absolutely insane. Oh yeah, let me show you guys these. Also, to go with this build, look at these big boys right here. These are the same wheels that are on the X-Max, just a different hub. So the way this is set up, it'll fit any fifth scale out there. Yeah. Whew. $100 a piece. They're awesome though. But man, I can't wait. This thing right here. Got a whole pile of stuff just sitting right here. You guys will see all that in the video. Turtle RC, welcome to Silver Member. Dang, buddy. Did you see the member video for the giveaway that happens right after this? If you haven't seen it, you need to get on there now and then let me know your number. Because I don't see you in the list that I just got off of that. So if you're going to post it, just give me your number right here and I'll get you written in. Barbarian, oh nice. Thought you small buggies. The small buggy, as far as like the little Bandit, dude, that thing handles great. It's just I'm used to having air control with 4-wheel drive in the air, so you got to do a little bit more setup on the jump coming into there, because if you just launch the jump like crazy, it's going to do this number. You're going to smack right on the motor, and that makes it for a really bad landing. I've also got to, another thing I've got to do tomorrow is build the landing ramp out about another foot. So basically, I'm building the track to take this to work well on 2S. So, and I'll end up with in the end, a better track, a more friendly track. So if you happen to come up short, you're going to land on the down, you know, versus hitting like that. So I'll end up with a better, smoother track setting up for this thing on 2S. And I still haven't messed with the gearing on it. So it's something that you just got to do, I guess. Andre from Canada, what's up? Jay, I'm tearing down my 1/5 Creighton for the winter. So much slop in my hot racing steering bell crank to sit. Vidavon. Yes, Vidavon has, you got this big monster right here, which is really expensive. You've also got, let me see, let me dig over here, find some stuff. Put these numbers down. He also has the actual bell crank to replace the stock, which would be this right here. So you've got this right here you can pick up. And see, this is like one of those builds right here that as I'm going through my Creighton, because you can see part of the tail end of it right there, the old chassis and stuff like that. As I go through that, I've got Vidavon parts on it. As I'm going through this for this upgrade, I would actually put those Vidavon parts used at a discount on the website. And that all starts in January. So yeah, as I upgrade from an upgrade, you know, move around, like say I have, I don't know what, motor mount by M2C and I swap it for a Vidavon or vice versa, well, guess what? That part will be available unless I have another use for it. Marcus Landry, you got that right, buddy. I am listed as self-employed. I'm going to get my other licenses and stuff first before the website comes up. All right. If you were to get some paddle tires, what kind would you get? Michael King, what vehicle? And Dan Trivet, thank you, buddy. I'm going to try. I want to do my best to keep it up. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, buddy. Jay, will you be carrying all Vidavon parts for all brands? I'm going to carry as much as I can get. I've got a massive order that I'm trying to get stocked up on. I've got this listed as a Thanksgiving order. I'm just going to scroll up this a little bit, but just look at everything I've got on my list that I've got to get ordered. I've got a massive amount of stuff. So I've got all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. And I'm expecting a pretty big hit when the site launches. Hopefully it continues. But see, Arthur, he has his own shop, his own machines. He manufactures everything in-house. He doesn't farm out the work anywhere. He doesn't farm it out. It's all done in-house. So as far as like massive quantities to like stock a hobby shop, a main, or something like that, it just doesn't, it's not going to work. He can't produce enough to really do that, especially when you're doing stuff like this. I mean, this is crazy. It's crazy awesome. Austin, thrill kill. Austin, yeah, I don't see you on the list. So what was your number? It was, you got to do like 001 to 999. Let me see. Let me go down through here and look at all this. Tim, Clark, Marcus, Turtle. Okay, Turtle, what's your, what's the number, buddy? Just go ahead and post it up. Truck Tech, I see 5 digits. I'm assuming that's your zip code. My number is 51. AUSTIN 051. Okay, I've got you down for that. Turtle at 509. I think I've got that set up for what, 4 or 5 winners this time, because it's been a while since I've done it. Yep, I got you, Austin. Okay, Truck Tech, you get 3 numbers, buddy. 001 through 999. Matt Langford. Yeah, let me get you on here. Yeah, and that's going to be right after we finish this right here. And now, if there's a duplicate number here, but one guy chose it 2 days ago, one guy chose it like 7 hours ago. So if that number pulls, you can only win once. If that number pulls the first time, it'll be the guy that chose it 2 days ago. And the other guy will be if it gets pulled again or something like that. Matt Langford, yep, we got you. 099, Austin, 051. JD's RC, this is a channel member thing right here, buddy. Wanting to do something for everybody, but my God, I don't know if I can manage that many entries. I mean, there could be hundreds or thousands of entries if I was to do something out. And one of the radio companies, I think, not RC4 Drop, the RC6GS style radio, they were asking me about doing one, and I don't even know how to manage the amount of entries we could have for that. I'd like to do it, but I got to figure out how to do it. Any specific diff tuning for Mod 1.5 Gears X Max? All my diffs are stock, buddy. All my diffs are stock. Okay, Truck Tech, pick one number, buddy. You get one number, like 471. Radio Link. Yeah, like 471 or 040 or something. No, you got 3 2-digit numbers. So, okay, let's get back to trucks and stuff here, because we're about to get confusing. Everybody's going to start throwing numbers up, and this is a channel member only thing. 471. There we go. Truck Tech Joe. 471. Flapping Lips. This is a channel member thing, buddy. I haven't figured out how to manage a big open giveaway just yet. That's going to be a lot of work, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that. But anyways, let's get back to something else here. Let's get back to questions. So we can get back to getting some tech taken care of. All right, so man, I just got a massive amount of stuff. Okay, I got you. Flapping Lips. Finally order the wide max kit for my X Max on the 110. Very nice, Austin. But 8S black jacket on SCX6. I actually got the 860 kV for it. And yeah, that motor mount. Yeah, I know I need to find that motor mount. But for the bouncer, I didn't want that particular motor. I wanted something a little bit different and smaller to fit in between the links and all that, because it's just a whole different setup. Have you talked about what parts that will go in your XRT? Just came in. The bottom hinge pin brace seems to be a pretty darn popular thing. And I know some guys have broke the back of the chassis by landing back first. I have not broken that yet. But anyways, those seem to fit. All the X-Max wide kit, the X-Max axle shafts, hubs, knuckles, steering links. The bell crank is different. I believe the gear covers are the same gears throughout the entire thing. I believe the same center drive shaft. And I believe that's it. Tim Clark. Dude, you got it, man. That was huge. Thank you. Truck Tech Joe. Actually, yeah, I am planning on trying the new Yellow Jacket. I've got a Mamba Micro X2 sitting in the bin, waiting to go. So yeah, I am planning to try that. I'm just not sure what to put it in yet. See, I've got the Holmes Team Spec titanium shaft revolver right here. There's not much room for that thing, is there? Wow, there's no way to fit a regular motor. Look at the clearance on that little guy. There's the old finger. I can't even fit a pinky in between there. So yeah, there is not much to be going on that. I haven't even powered this thing up yet. I got to put a plate in it for the electronics and all that stuff. So yeah. I've also got more DriveTech stuff ordered. I've got the rear drive shaft on this is actually a Rift drive shaft, so it has a 6mm bore. So that's obviously not going to be able to stay. But DriveTech, they have that long drive shaft, the skinny one with like the D on it. So it's got the splines, but you kind of cut it to fit. So I've got that ordered, so that'll be the drive shaft for this one. So this Vidavon Rift drive shaft is just wrong for it, but it's on here and I can actually turn things, you know. So that's just kind of the way it went. Are the new links for the old Monster Truck LMT or the new Monster Truck LMT? These are actually for the long wheelbase. So these will stretch out your older LMT. So Vidavon has these. I don't have them in stock other than the set that I'm going to be using on my own. But yeah, they are available, and I do believe they are on eBay. Happy Wing Max 6 1100 kV with XRT, or just go Max 6 with stop motor. Everybody's saying fat line balls or fat line bulls. Everybody's saying that the Max 6 by itself is an upgrade. And that's because you can bump it up. You can actually adjust it. The Traxxas ESC, you cannot actually adjust that. All right, take care of that. But you can't actually adjust the Traxxas, but you can turn up the Hobby Wing ESC. So all right, Paul Dicker 23. Would you think the sledgehammer tires are better for jumping than the Badlands MXD as far as strain on the XRT? I think so. The sledgehammer tires are lighter. They will expand more, so I do feel they're better for the XRT. However, as far as for durability, you're not going to beat the Badlands. These, when I get together and I go run with the guys doing backflips on X-Max, every other tire we have tried, I've tried a bunch of them. At the very least, they come unglued on the outside, inside, or both. At the worst, they actually bust. These Pro Lines are the toughest tire out there, I'm telling you guys. These are my go-to tire. They're not the lightest, but they're also not that much heavier than the other tires. I've actually done weigh-ins. So everybody telling you that these are, just way too heavy. No, they're not. But they are heavier, if that makes any sense. So hopefully that makes sense. They're heavier than the stock tires, but they're not incredibly heavy. Hopefully that somehow makes sense. Do I know of any good 2.2 paddle tires, maybe for a Rift? 2.2 paddle tires. The 2.8 Proline sand paws are actually really good on the Rift. Power Hobby has some 2.8 belted sand paddles. You might want to check them out. The Roosters. Go to powerhobby.com on that one, or check on eBay for that as well. I'm an SSD axle shell, my Wraith. The only thing stopping me is the price. It's all about the dollar, buddy. Dylan Narkowitz, buddy, I don't have a Fortec. I don't know how I can help you with that. I don't know how I can help you with that one, buddy. Finally going to try out the TRX6 back axle, I see. No, Alexander, no. The TRX4 is reverse rotation from the factory as what the stock axial is. I had to use a normal TRX4 rear axle. I ordered from Jenny's RC on eBay the TRX6 axle. I ordered it complete, all that. I got it in. I'm like, it was backwards. So what I had to do was take the internals out of that and put into a normal axle housing. I actually had to rebuild that into a normal axle housing. The TRX4 torque twist driver side up. The axial torque twist passenger side up on the portals. On the straight axle, they torque twist driver side up. So yeah, the rotations on that worked out with a normal TRX4 rear axle housing. So I wasn't able to take advantage of the real high links and like the built-in link riser like was mentioned and all that. So I don't have that on here, which I don't think those link risers are all they're cracked up to be, but that's just personal opinion. But anyway, there it is. And I think this thing is going to be awesome. I mean, the back axle comes all the way up to the chassis on full compression. So, but the front, I got also some more offset shock caps, so I can raise the front up higher for normal ride height and move the body forward so there's less chance of it getting into the tires at full turn. So those offset caps, you can use them to position that shock body one way or the other to actually get the clearance you need. And some of them I have the body at the bottom for clearance, some are at the top. Where this one will be at in the end when it's actually what I call done, I have no idea. I really do not have a game plan. Oh man, there was a chassis I saw, I guess it was over in France, that I'm trying to get. I sent the guy a message by on his YouTube channel. It's like a pivoting carbon crawler. Looks like it's built on a 10.2 platform. So I may be getting yet another 10.2 builder's kit to build another crawler. There's no shocks on it, no springs. There's a printed spring that goes in between the frame rails. So, but anyways, let me see if I get this screen's going back up here. Let me see here. Any good to be doing? Help before that. Are we going to see any TRX6 heavy hauler videos? You know, I've got it sitting up there. It's up there looking pretty. I've actually got 6 mounts. It's sitting up there suspended. I guess I need to put something on it. It's been a while since I checked, but are the rollback conversions available again? Last I saw, they were, you know, not even taking orders for them anymore. Not sure what exactly happened on that. I didn't see the straight for answer, but that gave meaning. I run the TRX6 with a Super Duty, Super Shafty CP40. Okay, I can see how that would work, yeah. I'm getting a Trailmaster Sport 550 21 turn. What would be the main difference to a Crawlmaster Sport 550 12 turn? Tim C, that's a great question. They're going to be about the exact same speed. However, supposedly the Trailmaster Sport, being the older 3-slot design, has a little more torque, and the Crawlmaster Sport has a little bit more fine control because it's a 5-slot. Now, I'm not good enough to tell the difference between the two motors, especially when you gear them down, but both of them are really good. Now, as far as if you're going to go with a Crawlmaster Sport 550, I would recommend a 10-turn. It's going to give you a bit more RPM to work with. And if you really want some RPM, or if you're going to be running 2S, it's also good on 3S, you can get the 8-turn. That's going to give you lots of punch, lots of power. You can gear it way down so you have much better low-end resolution. So if your gearing internally is fast, you're not going to be able to crawl because it's going to, as Holmes will say, it'll load up. You know, it's a weird thing that he was describing in one of his videos. If you guys want to hear some serious tech, check out some of his motor videos. But I gear my stuff down. And I typically go with a higher KV or higher RPM motor and volt up. It gives you much better control down low when you're really trying to creep that thing. Because if the gearing is wrong and you got to give it, you know, go from quarter throttle to half or 3/4 throttle to get over that bump, man, you're putting so much heat into the motor, the ESC, so many amps out of the battery, and you're just really causing yourself an issue. So I like to gear my vehicles down, but go faster on the motor and volt up. Now, the old saying was gear down, volt up. So it's kind of along the lines of that. It's just more modernized. All right, let me get back onto here now. Turtle RC, awesome, buddy. Thank you. I have tried a lot of different things, buddy. I'm probably close. I'm probably at 2,000 videos now. When I first started this channel, or this channel got started by accident, with the TRX Ford Defender, that was what started this channel. I figured after 100 videos, I mean, what else is there to record? There's nothing else, right? Yeah. Michael, do I prefer axial or Traxxas? Buddy, it depends on what I'm building. It depends on what I'm building. I do feel at this stage of the game that axial is a little bit finer tuned than what the Traxxas stuff is. When it comes to brute power, reliability, Traxxas is the king. But I do feel that the, well, heck, this is a mix of axial, Vidavon, and Traxxas on this one. But most of them are axial axles and all that because of the U-joint design. And the U-joints allow you to turn, you know, like this. You know, so that's a big thing. Plus the axial portals, the overdrive and all that you can do that is amazing. So they're very versatile axles. Oh man, all right, Troy Williams, thank you for acknowledging our insight. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Troy. Whatever happened to my White Element Trail Runner? That became the Trail Gladiator, and that truck is currently with Sean Larman of Jack's RC Recycle and Repair. I've got him trying to sell it for me. So if and I've told him all I needed out of it was like $300. So, and it's ready to go minus a radio. 1080. This actually has a special motor in it, a 9-turn Crawlmaster Sport. At USTE a couple years ago, before the Crawlmasters came out, Holmes was there and he gave me an 8-turn, a 9-turn, and a 10-turn, I believe it was, Crawlmaster Sport. We put the 8-turn in the TRX4, second gear, drove that thing on 3S all over the place at USTE. And the 9-turn ended up in this truck. So it's got a, well, you're not going to be able to buy another 9-turn motor. At least not from Holmes. But anyway, I've got that him for $300. Oh, let's go hour and a half, baby. Yeah, we're closing in on the hour and a half. Marcus, if you really want that truck, message me. I can pick it up from Sean. And we can get all that shipping and all figured out. It's got Bauhaus steering components on it. It's got SSD brass knuckles, cheap 1.9 B-lock wheels, J Concepts Hunter tires on it. That one actually has the prototype RC 4x4 Extreme, the trailing arm suspension, kind of like what the Ecto has. This was before the Ecto. This is a prototype system, and I did a video on it, I guess a year or two ago, showing this setup. So it's got a prototype trailing arm rear suspension on this thing. So that's actually a pretty nice truck now that I think about it. Dang, that does have some cool stuff on it. I'm not sure if he still has it or not. When's the vid on the high-low? I actually have not videoed anything on this yet. Oddly enough, usually I would do like a build video on it, but I guess I want to actually have it operating. I may not have the diff lock feature done yet, but I still got to get the rear drive shaft, so it's not actually driving yet. But regardless, soon. I haven't even like I said, usually I'll do a build series where I show the transmission or the suspension and stuff like that, but I just kind of put this one together. You thinking about any Red Cat builds? I don't have anything on my Red Cat radar right now. If they were to come out with a Gen 9 crawler or something new, I'd probably go after that. But I don't foresee anything new in the crawler world. In the basher world, I mean, they've got that little like the little max size truck, the Boss, or I forget the name of it, but that's pretty good. But yeah, I don't have anything on my schedule from them right now. Well, Big Egg, you'll be seeing it soon, buddy. I'm hoping to show it all and get everything going, man. I have to wait till the first of the month, and I would literally drive out there to get it. Just so I can show you some of my build. Well, Marcus, you're like in Tallahassee or something, right? If that's the case, then your best bet would be to come to one of our competitions next month, which I believe is December the 18th at Barbarian Scaleplex. That'll be a lot closer to you than where I'm at, because I'm an hour past that, like if you're in Tallahassee area. Oh, Louisiana. Not worth your drive, buddy. Not worth your drive. At least not in my opinion. Michael King, I do have a Red Cat Gen 8. I actually have one that I got early. One of the very rare times I got a truck early, and it was the clear body, so it's red and all that. It's currently sitting on the bin. I haven't done anything with it in probably 6 months. Airbrush Kid, yes, I did get the TRX 4M Bronco, the red one. I've got a couple videos on it. Red Cat Kaiju, that was it. Yep. Red Cat seems to be focusing too much on the lowriders lately. Well, 98 Jeep, there's no competition there. So if they got the entire market to themselves, go for it. To me, that's a good business decision. So cannot order them yet. Oh yeah, they're still at the local hobby shops. So if you don't have a local hobby shop, you're kind of out of luck on that. When you do something new on the SCX6, what will you do? Michael King, well, if I do anything new on the SCX6, it will be a whole new SCX6. Because my older SCX6 is that now, which is a big bouncer. It is, I got the chassis in there, the body and all that, but it is not there. Guy on eBay has a TRX-M for $250 or $275. That's actually not bad. I think I saw somebody on there posted them for $400, $450 or something. Well, if you want one bad enough, pay the price, I guess. I was lucky enough to get it from a hobby shop, man. So that was how I got it. There's a little flying thing around here. Oh, also with the big Creighton, I guess I should have showed you guys that. Brand new Max 4. And big old 560. So yeah, that's my 12S power system for my Creighton 12S project. So that thing is going to be awesome. Axial Wraiths, yeah, Wraiths are history, and if they're not completely gone from, production, they're soon to be gone. So it's just such a old vehicle now. RC Daily, haha, he can get you one for $400. Haha. Yeah, I mean, heck, I guess 250. That's still not quite over the because they're 150 plus tax and all that, unless he got a deal from his hobby shop. When are we going to see this MGM system? I don't know. I don't know. It is still sitting. It is still there. So yeah, it's sorry, I got distracted. It's still in the bin. Eventually. I almost brought it out, but then I decided to jump on this guy, the big Creighton. Not even brand new. It's out of the box and has been run. I know. Do you still have a job besides the channel? I still have a job. I am still trying my best to get out in February. I've got everything set up. Yeah, Marcus, I know. It's sitting in there. I know. I mean, I only paid $1,000 for it from Steve N. So I don't quite have $2,500 in it, but there is $1,000 sitting in that box, just waiting to go in that big Losi TLR. Axial Bomber 3.0 16. Everybody's asking for a big 1.6 bomber. Can you put SCX6 wheels and tires on a 110? Michael King, that would be so heavy, but they are a 17 millimeter wheel. I guess you could do maybe Losi LMT 17 millimeter wheel hex. Maybe can make something like that on there. Rift 1/5. 2,500 system. Yeah. All right, so cool. Woo. Take a break. I could show you the system if you want. What's an MGM system and what are you putting it in? MGM is like the premium cream of the crop, EST and stuff like that. Supposedly they're not really good for bashing though. And I'm kind of wondering, because of the way the ESC is open, do you guys want to see it real quick? I can go get the ESC. You guys hang on. Check out Big Green right there. All right. Can't look at Big Green anymore. Still in the box I got it from. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm not sure. That could be, that's possibly the motor. That's going to be the motor mount. Curious on make a Thor with SCX6 axles. No, buddy, I got something bigger planned. There's the motor. This is a iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it's a big boy. There's the motor. Get that closed back up into there. Yeah. At least I'm looking at the stuff now. I haven't even looked at it in months. This is the ESC. And see, the one thing that I'm kind of really scared about with this is that it's such an open ESC. And my track is really, really dirty. So I'm kind of concerned about that. I mean, you can actually see the board underneath here. But regardless of that, I also have the big, like 40 50 volt BEC that's supposed to go on it. Yeah. This is one of those things I have to get with Steve in about and make sure that, I mean, supposedly it's already set up for like the Losi TLR. I believe that's what he had this in, so it should already be set up for it. I just got to make it happen somehow. Just been, I don't know. Conformal coating. I had some conformal coating. I think it's all dried up though. It's been, everything I've been using comes waterproofed right out of the box, you know. No, just the base camp is just sitting in the other room. I actually ran that in a competition class 1 with 4.19 tires. I think I got second place with that. So, and the tires were really dirty. So it's just sitting there. Just sitting there. No. That's a motor. No Teslas, Mr. Tim. 3D printing and enclosure for it. I don't. It's got something in here. Open up this other box. See, if Steve N was on right now, he'd be telling us all about this system. That's who I bought it from. Oh yeah, here's the BEC for this thing. Because there is no BEC in the EST. Got a big old cap pack right here. We got, apparently I've got some brake lights, which I doubt I'll be using that ever. I've got the link so I can connect it to my computer, which is awesome. And then I've got, this is like the mount for it somehow. Another cover. I guess this goes over top of it. And the cap pack goes on top of that, I guess. I don't know. That is a heck of a BEC, isn't it? 25 amp max, 50 amp BEC. Woo. Yeah, one day, guys, I'll get this put in. I just got to be able to give up my job. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have guts enough to actually do that. And when February comes around. But if the website is rocking, if I've got the whole insurance thing taken care of, I mean, heck, the job is kind of holding me back. You know, I don't have time enough to put into better edits. I don't have time enough to put into special events at the park. Time is everything. I'm not sure if you got, I know I've already showed this before, but let's see if we get that balanced right there. So you guys can see it's actually bigger than the 560. Not as large in diameter though, but it is longer. It's a motor, guys. It's a motor. Conformal coat, yeah. I'm from Illinois. Beetle Bailey, what's up? Your track material seems very coarse sand with those dust net shields would keep most. The dust net shields, they do help quite a bit, yes. Jeff Skirkus from Connecticut. Hey, buddy. Skirkus, that would be good for a 5T or a Raminator. Yeah, Sparks, before he changed professions, has one in his Raminator. Same beast, the Jet guys use the 1/3. Oh, wow. Not X-Max. No, it is, that is actually a 15S system for some odd reason. Why not just make it 16S? I don't know. How long have I been at my place of employment? In February, it'll be 25 years. Marcus, I was wondering if you guys were going to pick up on that. Jeez. It's like when I try to discuss ball bearings. it doesn't end up right. Creighton 12S Max 4. Yes, that's what the Creighton 12S is going to get. What is my favorite brand of battery to run on the X Max? Man, the CNHLs are doing me good. Man, I always get asked this question. I can never remember all the names of the batteries. The Cypoms are doing me good. The green batteries, I can't think of the name of them. I've got so many brands of batteries, and for the most part, Ovonics. For the most part, I have really good luck with batteries. And a lot of that is I try to size my batteries 1 or 2 sizes up from what I need. All my crawlers, when I run the little bitty batteries, I'm pushing it, but they're like $7 batteries. But when I notice a drop on power, I stop the run. So I don't run my batteries all the way to cut off every time. I don't do that. As soon as I notice a drop, oh man, I didn't get that backflip like I should have, I start bringing it off to the side. So, yeah, and I have batteries that are 3, 4, 5 years old now, and they still run good. In fact, I did battery load testing or internal resistance testing here just recently on last Tuesday. All right, Paul Dicker, what's your favorite brand battery on the X-Max? Yeah. Okay, got that one. You think they'll ever discontinue parts for the UDR? Eventually I'll get discontinued. As long as there's still a demand, at least we got Vidavon making pretty much everything for it, right? At least we got Vidavon. Man, I'm gonna get that thing. Snuck in here. Extreme RC Bashers, 25 years. Buddy, they'll miss me for probably a week. Jobs, there's a reason they have human resource departments. We're just a number, buddy. We're just a number. Anything that I'm doing, somebody else is going to step in there and do it just as good. And they may have a little bit more enthusiasm to do it better. Anything new on the SX24? Nothing yet. David Conaway, late to the game time. Want to let everybody know Hobby Wing is running a great pre-Black Friday sale. Max combo for $279. Ooh. I need to check that out. Do they have the new Max 8 stuff? The Max 8 Gen 2s? If they have that, I need to oh, okay. If you're going to Hobby Wing, try the code Exocaged RC. See if you can get 10% off of the drop price. I don't know if it'll work or not. Hovu batteries, I've got some of those as well. Just the 5500s, so they kind of lack a little bit. The 62s, 66s, 72s, and 8000s, they definitely pack more punch than the 55s Hovus that I have. 10 years old, we're going to find some of them went tits up, but the other, right. Base camp. Oh, Arthur sent me a message. I believe I've got some more 10.3 axle housings on the way. I'm trying to get stocked up for the website launch as well. Yep, I got 10.3 front axle housings with knuckles, brass on the way, rear axle housing. Front shock towers in black, rear shock towers in black. Got 20 of each of those coming, or 20 sets of them. I've got the new HPI Savage front bulkhead. Got 5 of those. I didn't know a Savage was still a thing. And then the Arma 4S parts and pieces. So apparently we've got metal suspension arms for those as well. And then I see E 2.0, and that might be E-Revo 2.0, front bulkhead. I didn't know he made anything for the E-Revo. But anyway, just some of the stuff. I'm trying to get stocked up on a lot of stuff to try to get the website up and running. So hopefully I'll have what you guys need. If I have it, man, you guys order it as soon as I get home. If I've got daylight, I've got to make use of that on my videos. But that night, I'll get your tracking, all that stuff, and get everything sent out the next day. So they are in silver. I have the shock towers on panhard mount, then a load of UDR parts. Yeah, buddy. I think I've still got all your stuff here, unless you've got it already. For the Fusion Pro, what gearing do you run? That does have a 3.17 millimeter drive shaft, so it should be probably the stock. I always start with the stock gearing. Yeah, try Exocaged RC. One of the discounts I was recently told was just Exocaged RD, not without the D. They set it up different. I believe it's Exocaged RC. All one word. Yeah, try that. See if the 10% still works. What is that orange Jeep there in the back? That is the Rebelcon by Rebel RC. It's a pretty nice. It's a very nice scale Jeep. It's got selectable lockers, all that. $279. So David, if you're at Hobby Wing Direct, try the discount code. See if that thing works. I would try to do it, but as soon as I start trying to go to a website on my crappy home internet, that would start messing up even worse than what it is now. So I can't actually do a whole lot online with them. Let me see here. Yep. All right, trying it now. Stand by. I'm curious to see what David comes up with. I think you've shipped it. Yeah. Okay, then it's still in the box in there. I think so. Okay. Yeah, message me right after this. I did find a bunch of UDR parts, possibly your stuff. So we'll get that all squared up and sent out. And I've got lower links, upper links, steering knuckles. I got that rear center diff, the little clamshell thing that goes into the stock housing. I've got one of those. And I'm not sure what else I got for it. But I got quite a bit of stuff in there. Yeah, well, the membership thing will be doing in about 14 minutes. We close this one up. Give me just a few minutes to catch my breath, and we will get this going. Yeah, man. Yeah, send me a whole new list, like everything, so I know exactly what all I got to round up for you. Well, David, did it work? Is the Amazon aluminum dig transmission you have really heavy? I don't think it's very heavy, in all honesty. I mean, it's heavier than the plastic and all that, but it, yeah, it works pretty darn good. Yeah. Did I ever try Vidavant Overdrive for the SCX6? Yes. I did the portals. I didn't do the ring and pinion. I was going to do the ring and pinion overdrive on that, but you know, I had it on the table. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put this in. And I started getting messages. This guy looking for SCX6 parts. He ended up getting that ring and pinion. I was going to do it on here. I did the portals of 1719 sets. If you have the portals, then I've got two sets of the 1719 over-under drive gears in there. What is the fastest car I have? It's a toss-up between the DBXLE at about 72 miles per hour in a grass field, and it's not together anymore in this particular form, but it's the Creighton 8S. I had it on the Max 4 ESC with an 800 kV motor, and it also did about 71 or 72 in the same grass field. So those are as fast as I've got. I don't have any major speed vehicles. Most of my stuff is 55 maybe upwards of 60, and that gets the job done for everything that I do. So, all right, guys, we got 11 minutes to wrap this up. Oh, they won't take the discount code? Yeah, I was wondering if they would take it or not. I'm curious what David Conaway, see if he was able to make it work. Because that would be nice to get like that price and then the 10% on top of that. That would be really nice. But we'll just have to see here. Nope, no option. No option. Wow. Dang, yeah, they must have turned it off for that. It should work for everything else. Now, you're at hobbywingdirect.com, right? It should work for the non-sale stuff, I would hope, unless they just completely eliminated it altogether. Which is possible. I mean, I don't know. Oh, well, maybe it'll still work. All right, so, well, try it on like the normal parts and pieces. See if that works. Chris Gerwitz, hope everyone's a great Thanksgiving. You too, buddy. And we got 10 minutes to wind this thing down. 10 minutes. I've got my little other phone over here on the charge. And let me see if I've got the... Oh, there's my little number wheel app. Yay! Get this thing. 01. Anyway, I shouldn't be doing this yet. 2999. Done. And then we'll get it going. But anyway, I'll do that a little bit later. I need to finish my stage dive build. Yep. All right. Hope Horizon put some hobby back up for sale. Yeah, they had that for a nice sale. They had that. That was a nice one they had going there. What will be my next video? My next video is going to be dealing with the Rift, which is hiding under the Creighton body right there. And that's going to be a tire compression test. My theory is that if the tires can absorb the hit, then it doesn't make it to the axle, which doesn't make it to the links, which doesn't make it to the chassis, which keeps the vehicle straight. So that's what I'm going after on that video. Okay, well, maybe they got rid of my discount, but I don't have any control over that. But I'll ask them about it. I tried where it said coupon. Yeah, that's the only place you can go with it. Yeah, if my internet was good, I'd try it right now, but I don't have good internet to even try any of that stuff. So, all right, we got 8 minutes to go. Did you ever try those hair buns from... Tim, see, I never tried the hair buns, buddy. I should have clicked buy instead of saying I'll wait for one more day. Oh, man. Yeah, those sales, they don't last all day. Nope, neither worked for me. Well, darn it. Well, guys, I guess my discount's gone. Discovery RC, you too, buddy. Hope everybody has a great holiday, man. I know I get off work early tomorrow at 2, but I got all kinds of stuff to build. Maybe tonight I can start getting on work on my LMT to get the links put on that, to at least get that videoed. If not, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be hardcore videoing. Guess I need to start. I know I've been asked a few times about the like the December Drive All style event that I did last year. Last year I saved up my vacation, and literally after Thanksgiving I was off for the rest of the year. No kidding. I saved all my vacation time and all that. This year I kind of burnt it up, so I don't have that time. But I am planning to try to get some normal drives in. Just simple driving videos. That's all I know. So I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day. Thanksgiving. You too, buddy. Michael King. Have a great one. Give me some of those D straps from my stage dive. Yeah, those are pretty good, Marcus. Yes, sir, Michael King. Catch you later, buddy. All right, guys, we got about 6 minutes. Going to wrap this up. If there's any last-minute questions you guys want to get out there, let's knock them out quick because we're going to wrap this thing up. A little easier. Imagine losing the parent. Man. It'll be rough. It is rough. All right, so you guys are going to let me out, let me off easy, huh? Troy Williams, how much faster did the spot go on tracks? Did the spot go on tracks after you put the line on them? I got one for Christmas. The spot go on tracks. I have no idea what you're talking about there. The spot go on tracks. Do we need to get out and start a new chat, or we're going to hang here until... it'll start a brand new chat for members only. So I'll get that going, and then I'll see about everything and all that. So Chris Gerwitz. Sport tracks. Oh, okay. After you put the new line on them, the line didn't speed anything up. The 3800 kV and Copperhead EST did. That works pretty good. Do I have any future plans for my Ecto? Yes. As soon as I get it back, I'll have a carbon chassis to show you guys, and it's specifically for the Ecto. Bolt-in. Should be awesome. UDR rearing to save the drop shaft. I didn't put limiting straps on the back end, but I do have Techno Truggy rear shocks, and that does kind of limit that. On the front as well, if you limit the droop on that, on the front, if you notice the front, it drops so far that the CVDs are maxed out at angle, and you can bust your CVDs. So I kind of got that limited as well. I've got, I think, a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit less of like a tubing, fuel line tubing inside under the piston to keep it from dropping all the way out. Because I did bust a CVD on that one. And I believe it was just because when you're fully locked out, that, you know, the CVD is at such a acute angle, and that truck is fast. So yeah, I popped it. So I did those, and that helped. I mean, it kind of hurts the scale drive appeal because you don't have as much fluid suspension travel, but it helps keep your drive line together. So that's kind of a thing. James Marquis, yeah, the XRT is awesome. It really is. I'm happy with that. Hey, maybe you're getting lucky, RC Daily. Have you tried bearings on tiers from? I have not, but I actually ordered, I did order a set of bearings from Jim's RC. Should be coming in anytime now. I've got a sneeze coming up. My body is just getting beat to hell. Yeah, they are. Well, speaking of that, maybe I can get some of those carbon bodies. He's got like 20 of them, like what I've got on my UDR. But dude, they're like $350, maybe even $400 by the time I get these things. But full carbon UDR body. And then you got to go to like Traxxas or someplace and order the sticker kit. They don't come with stickers. It's just the carbon body. Can't be tell. I get them available for there you go, $400. I figured that. Yeah, $400 for a full carbon body for the UDR. They are spectacular. They really are. Oh man. Oh yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I did that one. Just cut them XRT body with Flex Seal paint. Yeah, it will extend the life a little bit, but they'll still bust up. Pull the bushings out and put bearings in it. Costs. You're talking about the one in the little Bandit. I'm just going to swap motors. I'm going to put the Holmes 12-turn Trailmaster in it, and then a 15-turn Retro Sport motor. Just see what that. How'd you like the MT410 with sledge versus sledge on handling? The MT-14 will be the Techno. The Techno is going to outhandle the Sledge by a lot. That Proline Heatwave body too. Yeah, that's pretty nice. X-Max or XRT. Love my sled, but don't want just a bigger sledge. Well, David, sounds like you're going for the X-Max then, buddy. All right, we're about to finish this up. I'm going to close this one down, and then channel members, you guys hang around. I'll give it a few minutes and get everybody up for the channel member live. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up, and we are done. Ooh, James Marquis. James Marquis, you just got into the bronze. Okay. You might need to welcome to the bronze member, buddy. Yeah, but the Holmes has a bearing in the front, but a bushing in the back. So the Holmes already has some of that. James Marquis, welcome. I'm going to get you to pick a number here soon, but we'll do all that on the live. So guys, we're going to go ahead and end this one up. You guys have been awesome. A great 2 hours. And it is time to close this one and start a new one. Guys, catch you guys later.